What's going on, everybody? Welcome into Tennessee Football Talk. My name is Joey Petersen. Coming up on today's show, two things we got to talk about. Starting off first with a little bit of positive news on Jermod McCoy. I know we haven't gotten a lot of positivity late on that front. I'll tell you exactly what I mean. And then on the back half of the show, we're going to look at who has the edge against Kentucky. We'll go position group by position group. I'll tell you which school fares best in each. And then we're going to talk a little bit about that game coming up on Saturday. Jermod McCoy, speaking of that game, is officially ruled out against Kentucky. He's been officially ruled out since Wednesday's injury report came out late on Wednesday night. And I know it's easy to get discouraged when it comes to Jermod McCoy, okay? It's been a very discouraging season so far. Obviously, it's not his fault, but I feel like our emotions have been toyed with just a little bit by the media. There are rumors that he was going to be back for the Arkansas game. Pete Nakos put those out. I was excited. You were excited. We did a video on it, and we were like, this could be some game-changing news for Tennessee season throughout the rest of this year. The rumor then was shot down about a week later. We only got to be excited for it probably about 6 days. He was listed out against Alabama by Wednesday, not even listed questionable. We got nothing. Same thing for this week against Kentucky. The Wednesday night injury report comes out. He's listed out. We really get nothing. And most people assume that he's done for the year. A lot of people assume he's just going to stay on the sidelines, rehab, get 100% healthy for the National Football League because he will get drafted. Most people think in the first round of the 2026 NFL Draft. And even if that is his strategy, it's hard for me to sit up here and blame him because, sure, I want him out there, but he's about to go make millions of dollars at the next level. And as much as it upsets us, he only tore his ACL back in January. Like, we got to cut the guy a little bit of slack. So most people are pessimistic. However, Austin Price isn't. Austin Price doesn't think he's going to be out for the rest of the year. Stick around. I'm going to tell you exactly what the lead VolQuest insider had to say about Jermod McCoy, and hopefully it's going to get you pumped up. Something that won't get you pumped up is the state of our season-long sub-battle right now with the Alabama Football Report, our Alabama channel right here at Chat Sports. Chris Daughtry, he's the biggest fraud of them all, and right now he's up 62 subscribers against us. If you haven't subbed, today's the perfect day of doing so because it will catch us up with Alabama, and if you hate the Tide and you love the Vols, that's the perfect reason to do so. All right, enough about subscribing. Let's talk about Jermod McCoy. Austin Price was asked about kind of same questions everybody's asking. Is he just going to sit out the rest of the season? And Austin Price said that most are pessimistic. But I still feel optimistic he returns for the final 3 games. But that's just my gut. So I'm not out here claiming that this is an official report from the training staff, from Josh Heupel, that Jermod McCoy is going to be back for the final 3 games this season. But I do think it's worth noting that Austin Price, a guy who has more inside sources in Tennessee football than anybody else on the planet, has a good gut feeling about Jermod McCoy returning for the final 3 games of the season. Now, I don't know if he would return against New Mexico State. It feels like they would probably just sit him out and keep him healthy for at least 1 more week, and then he'd come back against Florida. But regardless, here's the rest of your schedule. If you get him back for the final 3, I would 100%, without a doubt, without even thinking about it, take that. If you were offering me that deal right now, I would sign that dotted line in an instant. Hell, I would take the bet. I would take the deal if he was just back against the Vanderbilt Commodores. I know that sounds crazy, but Vanderbilt this year, that game is going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest game you play this season, depending what happens against Kentucky, OU, and, of course, with Florida as well. But you need him back. It's hard to say you need somebody, right? You never want to say, oh, this team needs this person. But I feel very, very comfortable saying that Tennessee needs Jermod McCoy because their pass defense has been one of, if not the worst, in the SEC this season. Yards per game, 16th, 257.14. Touchdowns allowed, they've allowed 11 passing touchdowns, 14th best in the SEC, also known as 3rd worst. Completion percentage is up to 66.39. That is the 2nd worst in the Southeastern Conference. All I'm saying today is have some hope. We got some encouraging news. We got some positive news. And it feels like for the first time in a very long time, we've gotten some news about Jermod McCoy that's actually trending him in the right direction to at some point get back on the field. And hey, if he doesn't, it sucks, but I'm not going to blame him. I'm not going to be mad at him, and I don't think you guys should be either. If you are in the same exact position as he is, I'm sure we all would do the same thing. I know it feels like we wouldn't, and we want to say, oh, hell no, I would not do that, but you don't have millions of dollars to risk in the National Football League. Coming up, that's it for Jermod McCoy. Let's talk about who has the edge on Saturday. If you haven't seen one of these segments, what we do, we go position group by position group, both sides of the football between Tennessee, Kentucky. I'll tell you which one I favor. Stick around. But if we're thinking, talking about things we favor, I favor this deal. Chatsports.com/UT hoodie. I got a Slack from the boss the other day, and this is a 100% true story. I got a Slack from the boss the other day, and anytime you get a Slack from the boss, automatically it feels like your heart drops just a little bit. But I opened it, and much to my chagrin, he said, hey, Joey, Tennessee hoodies, biggest seller in the company for the month of October. That's unbelievable because we are the newest channel in the company, and we got about 30 other teams we cover. So shout out to you guys. Let's keep this thing rolling. It's obvious you guys like it. $22, that's all it'll cost you. Chatsports.com/UT hoodie. I'll put that link in the comments. I also put it in the description of today's video. I went over my keys to victory earlier this week. Tuesday, we put that episode out. Establish the run. Get over your road woes. We all know that Josh Heupel often loses a game he shouldn't on the road. I'm talking 2022 South Carolina, 2023 Florida, 2024 Arkansas. Don't make that this game against Kentucky. You got to force turnovers. You can't make stupid mistakes when you're the better team, and you got to limit the big plays, which unfortunately, like we told you already, the pass defense really has not been able to do. But let's talk about who has the edge now that we know our keys to victory. Let's start with the head coach. I think it's Tennessee, and I think you agree. Mark Stoops is one loss away, I'm being 100% serious, from losing his job. If Tennessee goes out there and does what I believe they will do and just boat races, I almost said motorboats, Kentucky. Boat races, Kentucky. Then I think that Mark Stoops is going to lose his job. So, I know you're all mad at Josh Heupel for the goal line call. That was a dumb one, but regardless, everybody would take Heupel over Stoops. Quarterback, give me Aguilar over Cutter Boley. Cutter Boley has improved over the last couple of weeks. He looks like a better quarterback than he did 4 weeks ago, but still. Give me Aguilar over the Kentucky QB. Running back, give me Tennessee as well. I've been so incredibly impressed with Deshaun Bishop. I think I went into the bye week saying that Star Thomas needs to be this team's running back one. What Deshaun Bishop did was he took that statement and he made me just shove it up my rear because he's been phenomenal. 3 quarters against Arkansas, 140 yards, over 118 yards against the Alabama Crimson Tide. Love what he's been able to do. The wide receiver room, although they have their drop problem, I still think that their ceiling is far better than Kentucky's is, okay? I need to see a little more consistency with Mike Matthews. I need to see a little more consistency with Miles Kitselman, but you got the better wide receiver in Chris Brazzell. Offensive line, I'm going to go Tennessee as well, okay? Look, guys, Tennessee's offense is far better. Tennessee's offense is one of the best in the country. Kentucky's offense is one of the worst. So this isn't homerism. This is just the honest truth. Give me the offensive line. Defensive line, I'm going to go with Tennessee as well. They're second in the SEC in sacks with 26. They're top 5 in all of FBS with 26. They get to the quarterback. They pressure the quarterback. They sack the quarterback. They cause turnovers like they did against Ty Simpson, like they did against Taylor Green twice. They have an act for creating big plays. The linebackers, I'm actually going to go push here, okay? I like Arian Carter a lot, but from Wednesday's injury report, he's questionable. Outside of Arian Carter, I don't know if I love this linebacker room, okay? And even Arian Carter, he has his flaws. He has his lapses, like that 4th down play against Ty Simpson when he scrambled, got the 4th down. Regardless, I still like him a lot. I don't like Kentucky's guys necessarily over him. I'm going to go push there. Up next, corners, Kentucky. They have 2 corners that are in the top 10 of the SEC in passes defended, and I just don't love our cornerbacks Plain and simple. I love Colton Hood. Outside of him, I just don't think Ty Redmond is ready this year. Safeties, I'm going to go Kentucky as well. I don't care what they throw out there. Tennessee's safety room is the weakest room on their team, and you cannot even debate that. If you try to debate that with me, I will block you on all forms of social media, and I will also block you from ever being able to see this channel. Being a little bit dramatic, I'm speaking hyperbolically, but it just goes to show I don't love this safety room. They take bad angles, they have lapses in coverage, they don't tackle well. Those are three really, really bad qualities to have if you're going to be a safety in college football. That's going to do it for today's show. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, I'm everywhere. Follow me everywhere. Put those links in the comment section down below. And if you're not subscribed, make sure that changes today. For fans, by fans. That's what this channel is, okay? I love the Vols, if not more, if not more. I love the Vols as much, if not more, than you. So, subscribe to the channel for daily updates.